Hi guys, my name is Haley Carr and I'm a junior this year at the University of Pikeville. I am a nursing major and I have hopes to start out as an ER nurse, night shift, and then as I get experience, hopefully travel nursing, or if that doesn't work out, then I really want to do flight nursing in the helicopter. So one of those things is what I want to do with my life at the moment. Where I want to be in life, I really want to move somewhere hot. I do not want to stay in Kentucky at all, so Florida is in my future, North Carolina, Georgia, states like that. That's where I really want to end up and where I really want to be a nurse. And I think it'd be awesome if I was a flight nurse and just flying over the ocean every day. Like, that would be so awesome. So that's kind of what I want to do with my life. The reason I wanted to do that was because I kind of grew up around healthcare and in and out of the hospitals all the time. Third grade, I started playing softball and broke 3 of my fingers while I was in the softball dugout. A girl ran into me and broke 3 of my fingers. And that was really the first time that I'd ever had any experience in the hospital, any experience with x-rays, broken fingers. I'd been a healthy child before then, but that was my first experience, and I've loved hospitals ever since. Like, that is what I wanted to do. I've loved nurses ever since. Hospitals get kind of old if you're living in it and doing tests and stuff, but the nurses who were there for me that night were just so sweet, and they really inspired me to be a nurse and help people. That's what I love. I love to help people, and I'm very outgoing, very laid back. So that's just a couple things about myself. 10th grade, I had another experience with healthcare. I kept feeling skip beats in my heart, and it was really hard to explain to my parents because, you can't really describe the feeling of skip beats unless you've had it, and it's really just hard to communicate what you're feeling in that moment. So my parents got me into a pediatric cardiologist. We had an EKG done. I had an ultrasound of my heart, which was so awesome. It was just really interesting to look at. I had a heart monitor on for like 2 weeks, and then I had a little diary to go along with it. So anytime I'd feel skip beat, it had a little button on the monitor where you'd press it, and then you'd go to your diary and document the time and what you felt during that time. So when you sent it off, they knew what time to like kind of look back and see like what you felt, what you were feeling. So I had that on for like 2 weeks, and the results came back that I was okay, like everything was fine. And I was really discouraged by that because I really thought something was up. I really thought something was wrong, and it just didn't feel right. I've been a multi-sport athlete for all my life, literally all my life. I've played tons of sports, and I'd get out of breath shorter, or I'd get short of breath quicker than my other teammates and my other teammates that I'd played with. So I told my mom again last year, my sophomore year of college, not high school, and we went to an adult cardiologist, and she was a different one. My mom was kind of like, we've done this before, but hearts change and things change in our bodies, so let's do it. So we went to an adult cardiologist, and she told me to do blood work. That's what we did. I talked her into doing a stress test because that is something that we didn't do, and I usually feel them skipping beats when I'm playing softball. So I asked if I could do a stress test, and she agreed, and then we did the heart monitor again. So that was a good time again. So after everything was complete, I got a consult appointment and she talked about how, I'm working myself like a man would work himself, and, you have to slow down, or, things are going to happen because you have extra beats coming from the lower half of your heart, which is not good. You kind of want, if you do have extra beats, you kind of want them from the upper half of your heart and not the lower. So basically it's a disease, it's a disorder that people have if you're an athlete and you see them, pass out or have a heart attack right on the field or the gym floor. That's what I have. And she said it was really cool because, really cool because you can feel all these skip beats, and the people that pass out and die on the field in court can't feel them. Like, they cannot feel that they have them, and they can't slow down. There's no warning sign for them. I have an advantage over them. And so, I'm really spiritual, and I think God's, looking out for me. And in that case, I think he was looking out for me then. So, I've just been around a lot of nurses in my day, a lot of doctors, and, I've seen the work that they've put in, and, I love helping people. I love finding out, what's wrong and just treating that. So, and I love it. I'm in my first year, second semester. I'm almost done, 8 weeks left. And, it's great. I love it, and I hope that I can pass this last year and become a nurse. The plan right now is to work at PMC here, starting out because my boyfriend is swearing in tomorrow actually for the Coal Run Police Department. And so he'll have to be here for a couple of years, or, however long we stay here. And then we'll decide if we want to move down south or, just stay here. The skills that I'm working on or plan to work on to bring me closer to my goals are good study habits. I feel like my first semester I really struggled with this because, in high school I didn't have to study for anything. I didn't have to put in the work, it just came easy to me. And nursing school is nothing like high school or even college in general. Like, it is so hardcore and so fast-paced, especially if you have a 2-year ADN program, which is what UPike offers at the moment. It's really fast-paced. You got to keep up with all your stuff, especially being an athlete. You have to keep up with all this stuff. And so I think time management and study habits are a really something that I need to work on, and that I think I've gotten better at since my first semester, but I hope to continue to learn and be better at that. Also, I want to extern at PMC over the summer to, kind of get references, kind of get acquainted with everybody. I think it'd be awesome to, work on a floor and see what you like. And nurse externs get to do a lot more than you do in nursing school. They get to give the you get to give the medicines in nursing school, but you don't learn the way nurses actually work. You learn the textbook way of how nurses should work. And I think it's really important to know the difference between, what you're actually going to get and a textbook way of doing it. It's great to know both, and I think Nurse Extern will help me out with that. I also get to pick my own schedule for nurse externing, and I also get to go whatever floor I want to. So that's kind of exciting. I really want to start in the ER, but I might do some med-surg floors too, because, I've been on those floors for these clinicals that I've had, and I think it would be awesome to learn more because, I'm a new nursing student. I don't know a lot, and I think a lot of these nurses can teach me a lot, and I want to be a sponge. I want to absorb everything that I can, and I hope that that gives you a little rundown about me, I see myself accomplishing nursing school. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. That's, you know, that's where I want to be in life, and I hope to be successful in this class and in other classes.